and the player agent. So only 15 minutes ago, they are discussing about the future of the player. It's believed in Barcelona and inside the club that it's going for sure to be the new sign. So the sixth in this summer window across 2 or 3 years. So let's say until 2025. And it seems that Barca is going to pay something such as 8 million euros. So answering your question, it seems that it's going to be announced next week. So Marcos Alonso could play in the second game of La Liga of Football Club Barcelona against Real Sociedad in San Sebastián.
Okay, yeah, he's had a good career in the Premier League, Marcos Alonso, but he seems to be on his way. Could we see Manchester City's Bernardo Silva joining him? But Pep Guardiola said last week that he wanted to keep him.
Question, because what I know is that inside the club there are a few voices that say it is possible. Economically, it's possible, and they answer yes. Under my point of view, it's almost mandatory to sell a player like Frenkie de Jong so Bernardo Silva could arrive. But they say that that is not a problem, so a tricky situation for sure. Of course, the player wants to come to La Liga and play for Football Club Barcelona. They know that inside the club. And although you have said something which is true, Pep Guardiola said that he wanted him to stay. If you remember, Pep Guardiola's last words were such as those ones that he said when Ferran Torres left. So if the desire of the player is to leave, and if he wants to leave to another club, it's not me, Pep Guardiola, the one who's going to make that impossible. So I believe he could be close to Football Club Barcelona because the club wants and the player wants. But under my point of view, it's going to be an economical problem.
Well, we're going to get on to those economical problems in a moment, but a potential outgoing at Barcelona is a story we discussed last week. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea. Are you hearing anything different this week?
Not really, because Aubameyang knows that Chelsea wants the player, even Football Club Barcelona. The only difference is that Robert Lewandowski is for sure. We have all realized, even Aubameyang, that he's going to be the number 9 for Xavi Hernandez, so first striker. So if Lewandowski is the first striker, Aubameyang is not going to play as many minutes as he did in the last few months, in the last season with Football Club Barcelona. I know the player wants to stay for the first option, but he knows that it's going to be difficult to play, as I said. And it's our colleague David Bernabeu in Sport News. He said that Xavi has explained the club and the player that he wants Aubameyang to stay. The problem is that if Chelsea, for instance, comes with 15 or 20 million euros with this economical situation in Football Club Barcelona, maybe they have to convince Xavi and the player that leaving is going to be the best option for them.
Well, it does seem like Barcelona might need some players to leave, because there were reports last week that emerged to say that the club, they're not even able to register their new signings. I mean, is that really true? And if so, why?
Okay, Barca, it is said that they need this fourth palanca, which, as you know, is an euphemism because they are selling their actives and they are selling part of their companies of merchandising and audiovisual, so they have money. Right now, it is not possible. At least 3 days ago, La Liga has explained Football Club Barcelona that they are not going to register the players because they are not achieving this financial fair play of La Liga. But yesterday, with the opinions, with a lot of people, audience in the Palau Blaugrana from Football Club Barcelona and the fans, Joan Laporta explained that they are able to register all the players. So I believe only the board members and Joan Laporta knows the truth. Let's see what happens, because La Liga is going to start next weekend and they play against Rayo Vallecano 13th August, and they have to register the players in the next 4 or 5 days.
It's an incredibly interesting story. It's so hard to actually find out what is actually going on at Barcelona. There is one deal that looks to be getting closer here in the Premier League, and that's Gonzalo Guedes having a medical at Wolves. What sort of a player is he? What will he add to Wolves?
Well, he's a 25-year-old striker. He likes to play in the left wing, of course, international with Portugal. His average, I will say, it's more than 10 goals, maybe 10, 15 goals for sure in Premier League, and more than 5, close to between 5 and 10 assists for sure. I like him very much. As I said, he likes to play in the left part of the pitch as a striker. But under my point of view, there's only one problem, because in one game, it seems to be Gonzalo Guedes a top 15 or top 20 in the world, but maybe the very next game, he's a regular or common player. So That's the only problem. When he plays well, it's fantastic, and I guess Premier League can fit perfectly for him.
Right, well, we'll see what happens with that one. It looks like his move to Molineux is close. Alvaro, thank you as ever.
Thank you very much. Bye.